here we are again for episode 3 of the High Speed Garage podcast. Got Hayden and Joel here. What's going on, boys?
Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is you're listening to us on your stereo.
Well, hopefully people are listening.
Yeah, well, they better be.
They may not be, but...
Why are you not if you're not listening?
Exactly, get around it. So, what's been happening this week? What did you get up this week, Hayden?
Valentine's Day.
Oh,
It was
yeah?
Friday.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did nothing.
Oh, you did nothing? Oh.
I was at...
Do you get into Valentine's Day?
I usually do, but yeah, I just didn't... for some reason, I just didn't push it this year. We're planning on going to do some big dinner a little bit later on, so haven't done anything this week. But got a sick surprise in their lunch bag on Friday morning with pretty sweet bloody card from Mrs. That was nice. I didn't expect it. Took me till Smoko to find it.
I get into Valentine's Day a little bit, even though I hate it. I'll tell everyone else that I hate it. Because to me, it's like all the other days where you to go to the shops and buy shit. It's just a scam for shops to make money, really.
It's just a fucking made-up thing from Hallmark.
Yeah, that's
just another
all
money
it
maker.
is. Yeah.
That's right.
But I just tell everyone, don't tell the missus, but every day's Valentine's Day.
For her, because you're such a sweetheart.
Excuse, yeah. Anyway, we went out for dinner for that. So yeah, I'll get in a bit later. What else did you get going on?
Oh, I just got a what did I do? I ended up just getting some stuff around the new engine. Just setting up stuff around the engine. We're waiting on some bits from Newbie Engineering before we can start bolting other stuff. I'm at the point where I need the major stuff, blower, mount, and the and all the crank support mounted before I start bolting other stuff on and plumbing stuff up.
This is your engine?
This is the replacement for Dad's engine.
Yeah.
So we had Dad's engine, and then Brett Layton sold us an engine, so we could put that engine into the original engine into Puff, and Chris Whalen pulled it apart, put it back together again for us. Just checked it over, got some new gifts in it, and slapped it on its butt and sent it down here. So we've just been trying to set it up. Got a mad little frame for the engine on the floor in the shed, so you can replicate the bearers.
Yeah, that's the go.
Yeah, when everything's plumbed up, it's actually it's all going to fit.
Yeah.
So you just, instead of crawling around, it looks like there's heaps of room in there, but there's bugger all when you've actually got a friggin' blown big block sitting inside the hole.
I did that when I did the wiring harness on my boat. I thought, the smart thing is to have the engine sitting in there, and then do it while it's all in where it's supposed to go. And oh man, that was a fucking pain in the ass, pulling wires through everywhere, here, there, and because there's like a billion wires in those things. Not many people probably understand the amount of wires that go into a fucking wire harness.
But it's only an engine. It's not that hard. You'd think it's not that hard. Last Christmas, Josh Daisy, he's from Bundaberg, Swick Automotive. He came down here between Christmas and New Year's and rewired all the Haltech into the boat. And my God, there's a photo that we put up on the rundown of last year, the video rundown. There's a photo of him sitting down on the floor with the boat behind him, and there's about fucking 10 K's worth of wiring on the floor, just set out, ready to go in. It's just, it's chaos, but man, it's good when it's done because it's done right. You're not fixing wiring problems all the time.
That was my thought too when I was doing my wiring harness on. If you know my old man, he hates electronics, hates anything to do with wiring. If anything goes wrong with the boat, it's the wiring or it's something to do with the electronics. So I absolutely made 110% sure that none of my shit was going to fail and it was all going to work seamlessly.
And still blamed him every time.
Yeah. It's Conrad outside the block. That's the freaking wiring.
Yeah.
Well, its starter motor's hanging off the wiring. So, that is a problem.
Yeah.
You broke a rocker, but it's a wiring problem.
So your engine's almost ready to go?
Or? Oh, no. Look, it's not going to take that long. It's just effort and, just waiting on parts. But, when all the bits from Wayne come back, it won't be that bad. It just, I think it'll be pretty good. Most of it's plumbing up. Got to take all the fuel system up to Fabietti Engineering, Fabietti Race Engines. He flows all our fuel systems. So new hat, new barrel valve. So get all that flowed. So all your nozzles are all in the right spot, and every time it goes to Fabietti's, it comes back pretty much perfect.
Yep.
You've just got to pull one nozzle out. Apart from that, you're done.
Yep, nice.
So Saturday afternoon, after doing all that, got a freaking call out. Didn't even know I was on call.
Nice.
So I was up.
Don't you love that?
I was up the mountains doing a bloody crane hose. That was pretty good. Like I love doing call outs because that puts more money in the bank. But
Good money.
yeah, didn't even know I was on call, so that was good. It was a welcome surprise.
Lucky he wasn't on the piss.
Oh yeah, I would have been saying no. You can't be driving the work truck on the grog.
Well, just don't get caught.
You're not allowed.
No, we can't condone that.
Can't condone that sort of
We would never do that.
bad decisions.
So I'll tell you what I got up to on the weekend. It gets a bit involved, but so on Friday night, obviously Valentine's Day, I took the missus out for dinner. Went to a nice little local place that I only discovered like 2 weeks ago. It's at the Richmond RSL, and it's called. I'm probably pronouncing this wrong, but it's Goji.
Yeah, Goji Bar, that's sick.
Yeah,
love that
it's
joint.
modern Asian food, and man, I love all of that stuff. They got heaps of nice dumplings, sashimis. I rate that joint. I'll go back there heaps between now and whenever else.
Yeah, well, they started out at Penrith near Coffee Club
Oh yeah.
at the Nepean Boat Club there, the boat ramp.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they
right.
started there. They've still got that joint there, and they moved into Richmond Club after that. It's
Yeah.
banging joint.
As soon as I walked in, like the other week when we discovered it, me and the missus went out for dinner again, and because we didn't have the kids, and we left it really late to decide to go out, so we left home at like 7:30 and just started driving around Windsor to see what we could have for dinner, and there was nothing open. It was a Tuesday or something, and there was nothing open. I was like, "Fuck, this is shit." So then we drove out to Richmond to see what was going on out there, and there was bugger all open out there either. So I was like, bloody hell. I was really keen on a nice dinner. So we just called into the Richmond RSL, and I thought, we'll just go there. It's on the way home. We'll just go there. It'll be fine.
Oh, so this wasn't actually organised. You actually didn't know what it was.
No. So the Valentine's Day, I did. But when we discovered it like a couple of weeks ago, well, no, I didn't. I didn't know what it was. And we just walked in there, and we were going to go to the other restaurant because I didn't even know that was there. We're going to the actual bistro, whatever the hell is there. And I seen this joint, and she goes, "Oh, do you want to try that?" I said, "Yeah, righto," because I already had the shits because I thought I was just having a shit meal. Anyway, walked in, and I got turned straight on as soon as I looked at the menu, because the menu has photos of every single dish, and it's all like a big glossy thing. And I love looking at photos. If I go to a restaurant, you can get the QR codes on the table, and you can check the menu. I'd rather do that than look at the actual written out menu. Cause
you know what's coming out.
Yeah, there's all pictures on there, and it makes shit look so much nicer when there's pictures.
You're looking through the book and you're like, "No, that looks shit. No, that looks mad."
Yeah.
And heaps better idea.
It was heaps nice, but and it wasn't even that dear really. It was pretty well priced.
No, you have a big feed there, and it's not that expensive.
We treated it a bit like a tapas joint. So we just ordered like a shitload of just little meals and just threw them in the middle, and we all just ate a little bit of each one to see what we liked and that. So yeah, that was nice. I'd rate that joint. We'll be going back there again. But on so Saturday, I had a bit of an education on farm life. Went out to the in-laws farm to do a little bit of work for them, and we had to drench the cattle and castrate some calves. And I'd never done that before. Didn't know nothing about it, what's involved, and nothing. I literally thought drenching was just hosing the shit out of it.
Yeah, well, I was going to say my missus would kill me if I said this, but what the hell is dredging? Drenching.
I still don't actually know, but I'm pretty sure it's just
worming.
it's like a medication thing.
Yeah,
so they just
medication and worming.
We just
stick it down their gob.
No, we didn't. We just tipped it all over their back.
Oh yeah, right.
So that wasn't really my job. That was that was the father-in-law's job, tipping all that shit on. But
Chris was the teacher.
yeah, me and the other brother-in-laws, we just ran around chasing the cows into the race and threw them into the little crush thing, and then he locked them up and weighed them and did the thing and tagged their ears and did whatnot. And all the little bulls, we sent them to the next paddock, so they had to go over there and wait to get their nuts cut off. That was a bit of an eye opener, because those things are strong as fuck.
Oh, beast.
Oh, they're only little. Like, I feel like I could bash that thing. But man, I was standing on its leg and I'm thinking I'm going to break this leg, and it's still trying to kick me. Yeah. Anyway, that was a bit of an eye opener and a good education. You haven't done anything like that before, have you?
Oh, I haven't done enough on farming, no.
I've done it with sheep. Yeah,
Oh,
at
yeah.
mum's farm.
Yeah, I was talking to one of my brother-in-laws, Trent, and he said sheep are really easy. He said cattle
Yeah,
are
they're
like the
nothing.
hardest thing to do. And I said I've seen sort of stuff done with sheep and stuff before, like when we're up at Drew's place.
Yeah.
and that.
Yeah, I was going to say Drew did a fair bit of that.
Yeah, I've but never seen it done with cattle. It was pretty simple, really, to cut their knots. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
They didn't ring him? Don't put the big rubber band on them?
Nah. So basically,
Fucking hot knife.
me and Matt chased them into like this little race, and then as they got into the thing, Chris and Trent just shut the door on them, so they're
Crush.
wedged in this case thing,
Yeah.
and then lay that on the ground. So
Oh,
they're
yeah.
on their side on the ground, and then we got a sling, slip knot around one of their hooves, tie that up high on the pole, and then the bottom hoof, because apparently you got to try and separate their legs to get in there, but you can't separate them too far, because if you separate them too far, their balls suck up, then you can't
Oh,
get to them.
right.
So one of them we had to actually untie the top leg and lower it down, so its balls would fucking come back out. So yeah, anyway, we tied the top one up, and I'm standing on the bottom leg, and the first time I'm standing, I'm thinking, fucking hell, I'm going to break this thing's leg, so I'm just sort of standing on it kind
Being
of
gentle with it.
yeah, it was firm, but it was just a little soft. And then its first movement, it's ripped its leg out and started kicking, and I'm like, holy fuck. So I quickly
Maybe you got to be hard on this kid.
yeah, I quickly jumped back on it, and then I was like, oh yeah, I'm on it. And then I was like holding onto the fence, like pulling myself down into its leg, like jamming it in the ground. And then then Chris is leaning over, and he basically just nicked the sack, let the fucking ball come out, pulled it right down as far as it come, chopped her off, and hoiked it. I was
Easy.
like, oh fuck, that's easy as.
So he's chucked it
Yeah,
in the barbie?
right.
Well, I did suggest that.
They
having
do
some-
eat them. They
Kimberley oysters?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kimberley
that's what I
oysters.
said to them, and they didn't want no part of it. Like I'm
Really?
not.
I
I'm
thought
not,
Chris would have been all over that.
Well, I'm not like a weird fucker and just want to eat fucking bull's nuts.
No,
But
it's not like you're the first person to do it.
Yeah, well, I just heard about it, and I thought I wouldn't mind trying. Just cook one of them, then we could all try. We could split it into 4 or something and try it. But nah, we didn't.
Yeah, I
we didn't.
thought-
We
I
just
thought
hoiked
some
it
of
into the paddock.
I thought someone that does that all the time would be like, yeah, well, I'm going to give it a go.
Yeah, well, maybe next time, because I think we're going to go back out there and do it again. Apparently, you got to do it every 3 months or some shit. I don't know. But
Yeah,
anyway,
they get
well,
drenched a fair bit.
Yeah, the drenching part.
If
was
you
easy.
can't cut the nuts off more than once,
No,
they
that's
don't grow back.
just the next lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they said spring or something is generally like the calving season.
Oh, yeah, probably.
So, anyway, we'll see that next time. Then for the rest of the week, I didn't do real much. I've got a pretty easy week this week, which is I'm glad for. I'm a little bit still a little bit hungover from New Zealand, sleep wise.
No, I've come good from that.
Yeah.
I come good on about Thursday.
Now you're just dealing with no sleep.
Yeah.
So what'd you get up to on the weekend, Joe?
Went up and seen Ava on Saturday,
Oh yeah, your little
daughter.
girl.
and
How's she doing?
she's doing pretty good, kicking along. She had her needles last week, 6-week needles.
Was you there for that?
No, I was at work.
Oh,
6 weeks is flying past me.
Yeah.
That's quick as.
It's painful watching kids have needles. Eh?
Yeah, she had both at the same time. Apparently, both legs.
Yeah, it breaks your heart.
Yeah, that happened to Toby as well, the poor bastard.
So it wasn't. She was a bit restless on one of the nights, but then she's not too bad, anyways. And then on Sunday, we took her up for the first race meeting up at Raymond Terrace.
Oh yeah, nice. The little club day up there.
Yeah, run
I-
around up there, and
I did think about shooting up there on my bike on Sunday, but I was a little bit hungover after Saturday, hanging out with the brother-in-laws and whatnot, so that's why I didn't make it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll up there, have a look. A few mates running around like Adam and that Dave running his 5 litre with his... I think it's a bit of a new engine. They've had it on the dyno and a few problems. But
Which boats were they?
Trouble and Cranky. And also Rastus with Omen.
Oh, yeah, I heard.
Steer.
Yeah, I heard Daniel had a drive of the Omen, the Rastus boat.
Yeah, because
That's pretty cool.
Rare's going on holidays.
That's a pretty good gig.
Yeah.
Work on a boat for your mate, and then all of a sudden your mate gives you this boat.
Yeah, well, he builds
Go
the
thrash
engines. He does a lot of work on the engine, so, but yeah. No, he'd run real well for not having to run for... Well, he actually ran Marco's... I seen a post the other day. He said, I didn't know he'd run it. He run Marco's boat, the open deck Naughty, in 18 or something like that. But other than that, it's been 20-odd years since he had a drive.
He always was a really good steerer, though.
Pedalled it like it was just nothing.
Like it was
Like he
yesterday.
sat in it, yeah.
Yeah, I guess good drivers always get back into a boat and...
I could say something a little bit controversial there. It's probably the boat
Go
that
for
he's
it.
sitting in.
Oh, they're
Those
very
Evercrafts,
user-friendly.
They're very user-friendly boats. You've only got to have one sort of in the ballpark on the setup, and they're pretty user-friendly to drive.
So just put that on record. I was saying that Omen was good, and you're saying Omen was like
he's definitely good. He's a smart guy too. I mean, I love having conversations with him.
Yeah.
Well, you could probably call them arguments, but we're mates, so
he's
not
good,
really
dude.
arguments.
Yeah, no, they ran around. They had a few runs together, and then Dave had an oil problem. Keeps dropping oil pressure for some reason. But he thinks it's... We pulled the filter apart when I was standing there. Had some weird stuff in it. It looks like the inner oil line, like the rubber on the inside.
Oh, okay.
So it's falling apart, and it's not blocking the filter, but it might have a bit of a flap or something.
One of his suction lines from the sump might be...
Yeah.
If he doesn't run the spring, I've run the spring and all my suction lines off the sump.
Nah, it's not that.
To the pump.
The line failing, like bits and pieces falling off.
Yeah, internal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always run a spring inside the hose, all the scavenge hoses, so it doesn't give the hose a chance to collapse. So over time, that hose can collapse, overheat, and high suction. So that could be something.
That's what they're talking about, because Omen had this similar problem with the other boat years ago, and that's what they found. So, and it looked like rubber in the filter. So
yeah, no, that's a common thing for them to break apart.
They're old too. Like they're not. They're the same as all their gear. You don't throw it out until it's broken.
Yeah.
And then he pulled out after he's halfway through his second run, I think. I was at the pub watching.
Nice.
Not a bad place to be.
Oh, it is.
They've just done it up, the junction.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 2 stories now.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Bottom story's better to watch because you can see under the tree line. One of those big trees out of there. And you're sitting up on the top, you sort of only see a quarter of the track, half of the track. Yeah, because it's in the tree line.
Okay. It is good down at road level, and you can watch the from the bar.
It's awesome there now. Even food's still good.
Yeah, it's always been good down there.
But yeah, Adam had a couple of coolant lines come loose, he said. So they just pulled it up and take it home and sort that out. And
I've seen some of the videos on Facebook. Adam's boat looks like it's a rocket.
It's sitting fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
For 2 5 litres to be flogging along that quick, that's pretty cool.
They do 100 and... He said 107 or 108. I think he said he did.
That's pretty good.
He hasn't lost anything out of the
he said he got... Nah.
They went to a lot of effort when they put that cell in.
Yeah, that was Wade. For him sitting in the boat and everything was...
I'm not surprised with those guys.
In and away they go.
They don't really do anything by halves, do they?
Nah. Yeah, it was all... And then reset, realigned anything when he got home and whatnot. But yeah, Omen's going to come back to Windsor, actually. Don't know if it's the next club day or the one just before Taree, just to get his signatures, because he's going to race at Taree.
Oh, man, hopefully I can get my boat there for lining up with Omen. That'll be cool.
What else did I do? Not much else. That was about it. Watch the races and, come home.
Yeah, right. You didn't ride your bike up?
Nah. It was going to rain.
Oh, okay.
And then,
got stitched up by the weatherman.
And it didn't fucking rain.
Yeah.
That's twice I've been going to do that.
May have rode your bike up.
No, I want to. This weekend, I'll go for a ride this weekend.
That does seem like a pretty easy job, being a weatherman. You can fuck your job up every week and still go back to work next week.
Still employed.
Yeah. Every day.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So that's our weeks.
Yeah.
Talking about boat racing, we can get into other motorsports if we want.
Yeah.
What you got anything on your side of the world, Hayden? Supercars? You into supercars?
Yeah. So
They're about to start, aren't they?
yeah, they did their release. They opened their season this year. They started on the south side of the Harbour Bridge.
North
On,
side.
I thought they finished on they finished on the north side. They started down on the south side and then went up around. I can't remember the names of the joint. So they went they went in the tunnel, come around the backside, then back onto the Harbour Bridge. Went along the Harbour Bridge and then up and went under the North Sydney, big North Sydney sign above Luna Park.
Oh, right.
And then they finished off where they did all the trophy unveiling underneath the bridge alongside where Luna Park is. So you go down the bottom of the hill, turn left, just down near the ferry station down there.
Yep.
Looked pretty sick. I wish I'd taken the kids in there, really. That would have been a mad time to start.
Yeah, I've seen the photos of heaps of people standing on the bridge.
Oh, it looked awesome. Like putting supercars along that bridge, that's our national monument, and we've got the supercars on there.
Yeah.
Can't do that with F1 cars. Well, they haven't yet. Supercars have done it.
I think
yeah, they have.
No, Mark Webber did
Webber
it a few
did it,
years ago,
yeah.
didn't he? Yeah. No, they haven't done it for a while, so everyone forgets, like I just did.
it's a big deal to shut that bridge down.
Oh, shit, yeah.
They didn't shut the bridge down. There was cars on it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. They
Yeah,
just
right.
had a police escort. It was cool.
I'm pretty sure when Mark Webber
Webber
did it.
did- yeah, that was fully shut, yeah.
Yeah, he was wide open, though, too.
Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah, that was before the Red Bull cars. That was a while ago. That
Yeah.
was at Williams.
Long time ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right, Williams?
Can't remember.
Oh, we need
I
our
just remember
F1
that.
expert here.
Yeah.
You know.
We could just Google it.
We could, but we don't have a Quinn, so...
No, we'll yeah, Chelsea we'll get her on in the next couple of weeks to give us a little bit of a rundown before the F1 starts.
Yeah, well, that'll be it's 3 or 4 weeks away, I suppose,
Yeah.
whenever that starts.
I did have it set up here.
Yep.
F1 is 14th, 16th of March down in Melbourne.
Oh yeah.
That'll be sick.
Yep. That's
Supercars round
that's
3 down
Chelsea's
there.
stomping ground.
That's when she becomes TikTok famous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's
well-
Supercars round 2.
She's actually looking for sponsors to head to some more rounds if anyone's keen. We'll put links to all of her stuff when she comes on our episode, and yeah, if anyone's keen after listening to Chelsea, help her out, get to some more rounds. She's been to a couple of other ones, I think. She's been to
She got Singapore.
yeah, she's been to Singapore. I'm pretty sure she's pretty keen to go to Vegas.
Yeah, you would be.
Why wouldn't you be?
Yeah,
That'd be mad.
I'm keen to go too. So if anyone wants to sponsor me, just tell me.
Any sponsor, I reckon we need to chase up a beer sponsor.
Yeah, I
that'd be
can't
nice.
keep paying for them.
Wingman.
Fidget's running out. Actually, I need to stock it up.
Yeah.
So when's the supercars start, Hayden?
This weekend. Probably going to take the kids down there on Saturday afternoon, I reckon.
Oh, you're going, are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
no, we'll take the kids down Saturday afternoon.
Is it a night round? Or is
Yeah.
that later in the year?
Yeah, no, it's night round. No, it's going to be sick. Take the kids down there and take them for a walk down behind the cars and all the cars. Like they love it when the cars are on
Oh,
telly.
yeah.
They're sitting down watching it. So I enjoy that. They obviously prefer watching me race, but I don't race that much. So supercars are on the telly more than me. So yeah, we'll go get some signatures and watch some cars in the grandstand. That'd be cool.
Yeah, cool. I've never been and watched the supercars. Like I watch them a little bit on TV. I don't get right into them, but I watch them a little bit on TV. But I've never seen them live. You've been live, haven't you,
I've
John?
been live a couple of times. I did watch when they used to run around Olympic Park.
Oh yeah.
I went there. I got tickets through work when I was working at Holden there, and Sydney was the Olympic Park was the barriers were real high, so you couldn't really see a hell of a lot there.
Yeah, okay.
Bit the same. Newcastle was you could see a bit more at Newcastle because as they run up the hill away from like the harbour,
Yep.
you could see a bit more and whatnot. But it's still the sounds there But unless you're sitting up top in a grandstand, you're sort of just watching one corner,
Yeah.
or you're sitting in the park watching the big screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The only
realistically,
difference is
you might as
you're
well
hearing
watch it
the
on
sound.
telly, yeah.
I watched the Newcastle one when the Gen 3 cars come out.
Oh, rightio, that
The
would have been the
first
last round.
Yeah, the last time they had it at Newcastle. We
Oh, hang
stayed
on.
in.
No. The Gen 3 cars opened up
Yeah,
at Newcastle.
Yeah.
So that was that when they started the year.
yeah.
Yeah, rightio.
The first round.
First Gen 3 round.
First Gen 3 round,
Yep.
but the last
That was
round they ever
23.
had at Newcastle.
Yeah, rightio.
And we stayed on Dad's boat for the weekend.
Stop it.
Yeah, it was fucking pretty sick.
Yeah, I remember a few years ago, Bruce Sanders got me, because he was running the pub up at Nelson Bay, got me some tickets with him in the Jim Beam Grandstand, straight above Dick Johnson Racing. That was fat.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. Got a photo with Dick Johnson and stuff like that. Pretty cool.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that was the only time I've ever gone to Homebush.
The best thing I've done when I've been and seen live motorsport, it was a bit of a smaller track. It was a round of the Australian Superbike Championship, and
That would have been cool.
we were at where were we? It's down the coast here a bit somewhere. The name's bloody in the back of my head, but I can't think of it.
Where was it? Down the south coast, like Wakefield.
Yeah, Wakefield. That's it.
Yeah, right.
That's the one. Yeah, this is before it closed down and then reopened again.
One raceway.
And one of my good mates, Simon Troy, he crews for the Yamaha team. Well, he was crewing for the Yamaha team at that point in time, and he gave me a Yamaha jacket and took me through the pits, and we walked straight across pit lane to the pit wall to the track, and there was the bikes weren't on at that point. They were it was a little what are they, the Aussie cars?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had a mate racing them too. He's got the same sponsor as me.
They run the higher buses, don't they?
I think they were Yamahas actually.
Back then.
Yeah. So Anyway, we're standing on this pit wall, and the Aussie cars are going past, and I could have literally leaned out and touched the roof on these cars.
No, that close to the pit
this
wall.
is like mid straight. They're zinging straight past.
I
and
love it.
you don't realise that they're that quick when you're standing that far back, but when you're standing like on top of the pit wall, right there, and they're going underneath you, man, they move pretty fast. And yeah, I could literally, if I wanted to, I could have reached out and touched the roof.
Yeah, when you're so far away from something, it always seems like it's
Slower,
so
yeah.
distant. Yeah.
They're real loud, those Aussie cars too.
Yeah, motorbike engines doing shitloads of RPM.
Yeah.
Love it.
Talking about bikes, the MotoGP is going to start soon too, so I'm pretty keen for that.
So I'll have some updates from
Oh, you will once it starts.
MotoGP.
First round Thailand coming up. I think it's end of Feb, early March. That weekend.
That'd be the first then.
Yeah, 1st of March. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so I'm pretty keen to watch. I'm pretty keen to see how the Aussie boy Jack Miller goes on a Yamaha.
Yeah, that's a pretty good signing, really.
Yeah, I don't know. The Ducatis seem like they've got it all over it, and Yamaha hasn't been that good at the moment. But
Yeah, but I didn't think he was going to get a seat.
well,
So realistically, to get a seat in the Yamaha, it's better than being on the sidelines.
well, it's definitely better than being on the sidelines. Yeah. Also, Marc Marquez, I'm a fan of him, and he's just moved up to the factory Ducati team, so I'm keen to see how that goes this year. So yeah, when that happens, I'll report back to you and see how that all goes. So this weekend we were actually supposed to be down in Melton for the first round of the National Drivers' Championship, which is a circuit boat championship for, they're known as BAD boats, blown alcohol displacement boats. They're basically forced induction things, big block chevs.
They're the coolest boats.
Yeah, a couple of thousand horsepower. That's what me and Hayden have, although they're not ready to be raced yet. But yeah, the first round of this series was meant to be in Melton this weekend, but or last weekend I should say. But they've had no rain down there, and the Weir has lost all its water to all the farming and everything, so they had to postpone it, and they're not sure on a date yet. It may be at a different venue. It may be later on in the year. But anyway, that's round one.
Melton's a pretty big backer of sport too, which is
Yeah, they
disappointing to see them lose an event.
Yeah, Rob's kind of one of the main drivers of this NDC as well. So bit of a shame, and it's a good track, Melton. It's a good little atmosphere place. Everyone's sort of condensed on a nice big hill where you can see the whole lot on the hill.
Yeah, great watching.
Yeah,
Great place to watch.
so we'll probably do reviews on that as we go through the year when the rounds are coming up.
Hopefully it's all good news from the two of us.
Yeah, we'll let you know as the events are coming up, and you know our predictions and all that sort of stuff, and we'll give it a rundown after it's done and we get back after watching or competing.
We're going to try and get to
Yeah,
some
get
of the
to all the
rounds.
Yeah, so
If
at
not
the
all.
moment, round one, which was meant to be round two, is going to be at Yarrawonga, alongside the EC Griffith Cup, which is the I believe it's the second oldest motorsport trophy in the Southern Hemisphere. Or
Yeah,
is the
I
eldest
think
in
it's
the
the
Southern-
eldest, but I think it's the Australasian, the oldest Australasian in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a big deal. It's been around for a long time.
Yeah, 95 years this year, I think I've seen.
Nah, it's a lot longer than that. I went to the 101st one. I got a T-shirt from the 101st one.
Yeah, right, that'll
was
put
Yeah,
it-
the Massport was
that
100
that was
last
an epilogue
week.
probably 10,
Yeah,
10
that's what
years
I
ago.
couldn't. They posted something up today, but
No, the EC Griffith Cup is definitely the longest.
that's what I thought too.
The eldest. I'm pretty sure it's the second eldest in the Southern Hemisphere motorsport trophy. Anyway, we'll do a little googling and get back to you with that. So yeah, that'll be round one. NDC will be down there, and we'll head down there, and if we're switched on enough, we might take all the gear down and maybe interview some people, and you can hear some interviews. Then round two, I believe, is at Laidley. Is that right?
Yes, it will be.
Yeah. So Laidley's up on in Queensland, a little bit west of Brisbane.
It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours west.
Yeah, probably an hour. Bit
I
over
thought it was an hour west of Gold Coast.
Brisbane, Gold Coast.
We should know
Same,
that.
same.
It's just into Queensland anyway, in the inland side.
87 kilometres west of Brisbane.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm keen to go up there and watch that track because it's not our typical track with the big long straights and sharp corners at each end. It's a triangle and it's really short straights, like 400 metre straights. It's makes it really racy and entertaining. But
Yeah, probably not great for the boats that are looking for big straight line speed. It's good for the little boats that are good for around
that's
out of the corner.
That's the good thing about this series. They go to a variety of different tracks, so suits all the different boats. So everyone gets a fair run.
Yep.
That's what's so good about it. And then after Laidley, I think we head to Windsor in September. That'll be round 3, possibly, depending on when Melton gets back going again. And maybe if Melton hasn't gone by then, Melton will be the final round. But at the moment, Windsor's going to be the final round.
So they run in the calendar year, not our season year.
Yeah. I don't really know what the deal with that is, but it's probably, I don't know, makes it a little bit difficult, I guess, license-wise and all that sort of stuff, but for a points thing, it doesn't really matter when it starts and finishes, I guess.
No.
Yeah, Windsor's always suck because you're paying like the first round back straight into the new season.
Now, 3 weeks into the season, you got a
Yeah.
spectacular.
Yeah, so there's a bit of a point system on, they have hot laps. You get points for your hot lap. Whoever's fastest gets top points, and as they go down the list, you get less and less, and so on. And then you have heats, which are determined from your hot laps, and then there's finals and stuff, and there's points on all rounds. So and then the winner is not necessarily the fastest guy. It's the guy that's
It's on
the
consistency.
most consistent. Yeah, he hangs around as at every race meeting. I love the idea of a series. It's better than the one-off race meetings. I competed in the Trojan Cup a couple of times as a 6-litre, and lucky enough to win it. I won it once on my own, once sharing the boat with my dad over the season, and Dad's won it once on his own as well. And the series, it's a good thing for having the most consistent boat. The year I actually won, I never won a race for the season.
But the winners would
But I was
have
always-
a DNF or something like that, and you
Yeah, I was always up the pointy end and collecting good points, and then you just need the ones that are winning all the races. If they have a malfunction or something like that, then you slip straight on by them. So.
Yeah.
And I think that's better for the sport in general. You know, the more boats you can get out there that are more consistent, it puts on a better show.
Yeah,
And this Nationals Drivers Championship, it's all on TV too, on 7 Mate and 7 Plus. So if you miss the episode when it goes live to air, you can download the app and get on it from there as well.
Yeah, it's a really cool way to find it when you search through on your telly. Go on the 7 app and search for powerboats.
Yeah.
And then there's a really cool looking boat doing a massive wheel stand as the display picture. It's pretty cool.
I wonder whose boat that is.
Yeah.
and I bet it wasn't on purpose.
There's been lots of them not on purpose. No, it's heaps better now that we've done a heap of work to the bottom of the boat.
So yeah, that's the Battery World National Drivers Championship as it is. Hopefully that goes well this year, and yeah,
It's slowly kicking off, like slowly pulling in sponsors with the TV coverage and whatnot.
yeah,
That hopefully just goes and it'll go to heaps of different clubs around the country eventually once they're
yeah. Well, it
got a
pretty
bit
much,
of backing.
It pretty much only started last year. It started the year before that, but it was only a single round thing just to test the waters. But over the whole season last year, which I believe was four rounds, I think, Melton, Adelaide,
Yarra.
Windsor, and Yarrawonga.
Yep.
Yeah, and the TV, the viewers from the TV were over 300,000. So it's pretty handy to just put yourself out there and potentially make the sport.
Yeah, it's a good way to draw in sponsors.
Yeah,
At least you got something to say, yes, we're on TV, not just, oh yeah, we'll just run down the river.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, they were doing they're doing some pretty good work getting some sponsors. I'd never even heard of this one. They announced another one come up the other day, 57 Kind. It's a skincare mob that's jumped into sponsor. So we're not just promoting to people that already like boat racing. We're actually getting recognised elsewhere, and realistically, everyone that's going racing, they've got people that want to do some skincare. So it's not a roundabout sponsor. It's a pretty good good.
Circuit
sideways
powerboat racing
pick.
is one of the coolest motorsports on the planet, and as John Backer said a long time ago, it's one of the best kept secrets in motorsport.
It has to be.
Not for too much longer though, with it being all over TV.
No.
Well, hopefully,
But it
because we've already got
needs
boats
to
in
get
it.
out there.
Yeah, it's
Otherwise, we're going to struggle with fucking affording it.
yeah. Look, it's you go to supercars and you may get like access to a driver during a sighting session, but with boat racing, you're going to the same food van that the boat drivers are going to. Like, you're literally in the same spot.
Yeah.
Like, you can just meet someone buying your lunch.
100%. We're always wandering through the crowd because we generally have half of our teams or our better halves sitting on the bank with kids and whatnot watching. So we're always wandering through the crowd. It's easy to get, and we're all approachable. It's easy to
Yeah.
get hold of us.
Yeah, if you ever see a boat driver you like in the pits, always go up and be polite, because if you go up and just force yourself on there, they're usually going to say what the hell's going on
Yeah.
and get scared. But yeah, you just go and have a chat to someone. They'll always, most of the time, they'll say hello.
All right. So that's the end of the NDC. We've got any other motorsports we want to talk about? We're all good and up to date.
No, I think we're up to date for this week so far.
Yeah, well, we've got no more motorsport. Let's jump into our footy. Me and Joel are into the footy a bit. Hayden not so much, but he'll deal with it.
I only get into the
I'll
footy
learn along
because
the way.
You'll get into it after this.
Yeah.
Do you like betting? Are you a gambler?
No,
Oh.
no.
Should
No.
be. It's heaps of fun.
Any of the cash that I've got, it just goes in the pocket, and I'm spending it elsewhere. gambling on whether I'm going to break it or not.
Yeah. So last year, me and Joel started getting into our Supercoach work. We've never really dealt with Supercoach before. One of our mates has sort of put us onto it and said, "I'll get in, have a go, rah. So we're thinking we might make a little competition this year. Maybe everyone chuck in $50 at the start of the year and the most points wins." I haven't finalised my team. You finalised your
I've
Supercoach team
finalised
yet?
Yeah, I've finalised mine. I know 2 parts of fuck all,
Me either. No one does know.
but
Anyone that tells you they do, they're just tricking.
I had to stuff around. But yeah, I got a half decent team apparently from what I've been told.
Who you got?
I got Cook for me hooker.
Oh yeah, I've got him as my hooker as well.
Yeah, right. And then we've got
Who do you
me halfback is
who do you have as
Hughes.
your spare hooker?
My spare hooker is Chen Kim Ton, Manly player.
Yeah, righto. I've got Mitch Kenny. Mitch Kenny from the Panthers.
Yeah, right.
He's me bencher. So what was your halfback again?
Hughes.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad choice.
And then I had Luai from 5'8".
Oh yeah, I've got Luai in as me halfback, and I've got Wishart as me spare halfback.
I put Tedesco as my fullback.
Oh yeah, I had Tedesco last year, but I changed my mind this year, and I went with Dylan Edwards. But some of mine are probably going to have to change because
I put him in as my flex.
Oh yeah,
That's a new thing for this year.
Yeah, I haven't filled out my whole team yet, so some of mine are probably going to change because I'll probably run out of money.
Yeah, I run out of money. I had to redo it a couple of times. But yeah, that's a bit of fun. We'll play around with as well.
Yeah, that's always good fun.
Yeah.
It's good banter.
Yeah,
After each
yeah.
game and shit. While you're watching the games, you can go, "Oh yeah, he's in me Supercoach. He's getting me fucking points."
In
So
the
good
group
at
chat and who wins this week,
that.
and
Yeah.
put a bit of shit on each other.
What about our other gambling with the footy?
Yeah, a big hitter competition. That is
Yeah.
the funnest thing I've ever done.
We call it the big hitter thing because it's just like your normal sort of footy tipping that you do every sort of week. You pick all your teams, except we don't pick all the teams. We just pick one for the week, and that if that team wins, you move through to the next week. So basically, you've got your however many games. All you've got to do is pick. Basically, you pick the sure thing. So if you've got the top team playing the bottom team, you pick the top team. They're guaranteed to win. If they win, you move through the next round. But if they lose, you're out. So everyone chucks in $50, and we all start at round one. And as soon as you get knocked out, you're out. And whoever's left in, they get to keep playing, and the winner takes all the money.
And if
So
no
it's the
one
last
wins,
one standing.
yeah,
Yes,
but if no
but
one
the
wins,
the trick
it
is
doubles as well.
Well, the trick is to start with, you can only pick each team twice. So you can't just pick Panthers week 1, Panthers week 2, Panthers week 3, Panthers for the whole year. You can't do that. Once you've picked them twice, that's it. You cannot pick them again. So you've got to be a little bit strategic on how you pick, and you've got to look a couple of games ahead to see whether you're going to want to pick them later because everyone else is a tough game and that their one is an easy one, so you kind of save them. And yeah, it's a little bit strategic. And then yeah, if it happens to be at the end, if there's 2 or 3 blokes left fighting for it in the last round or a round whenever it finishes, if they all happen to get out in the same week, that money just stays in the kitty and everyone chucks in $50 again, and we start again, and then it's a double up. So you win the first round. If you win the second round, you win the first round's money and the second round's money. It's quite entertaining.
Yeah.
And last year, I think...
Yeah, no, I'm struggling to get hold of it yet.
Yeah, it happens. So we go through a round maybe 4 or 5 times through the season.
Well, the first time we did it, I think we got it. It lasted 2 rounds.
Yeah.
And you finished on the grand final. But then last year when we did it, I think we made 4 weeks.
Then we had start
again. And made another 4 weeks or 5 weeks. It started again.
Because there was a winner.
No, then there was a double up.
Oh, I think the double up was a bit further in.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, last year one was like 5 goes in the whole season.
It doesn't go over the whole season. It goes until there's a winner. And then once there's a winner, he gets paid. We start again the very next week. It's good fun. If anyone wants to get involved, let us know. and we'll add you to the group chat, and we'll send you the bank details, and you can transfer some money and put your tip in, and so there you go.
Got to put your tip in before the kick-off Thursday, was it?
I think we'll have to recheck the rules, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is, before the kick-off on Thursday.
And if
or
you
the
don't,
first game of the weekend. The first
Yeah.
game of the weekend, it's got to be in before that.
and if you don't have your tips in, you're out.
Yeah.
You just lose. There's no fucking grace period. It's
Yeah,
just fucking see you later.
It's pretty entertaining. And
The
so many,
banner on the chat is
the,
awesome.
the thing that gets me, so many people think, oh, that's easy. You've only got to pick one team for the week that's going to win. Oh, yeah, it's real easy. Come and try it. Then.
I reckon
Come and give me heaps of money.
Get your money out and have a go.
there'd be 3 times last year that I was out first round.
Yeah, first round.
Wow.
First, a couple of them were first game.
Yeah.
First game of the competition, Joel's out.
It was
No,
good
that's-
the first few times because I
that-
took like 7 or 8 people with me.
Yeah, and everyone knows not to tip with Joel on week 1.
Yeah. So I wait a little bit longer and make people nervous.
Good fun.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we got anything else we want to talk about, or is that it for the day?
No, I think they were pretty wrapped up for this week.
That's
a bit
it.
quiet, but yeah.
Yeah, not much going on at the moment, but yeah, we'll still put some shit out.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll still.
Hopefully you still enjoy it.
Hopefully we start building the bar soon, and we'll get some stuff.
Yeah, that's probably a
Get some
good
stuff
Yeah.
going up
point
on
to
that.
touch on. We're going to start building a bar so we can set all this stuff up a bit more permanent, and we can get a couple of guests in and sit behind a table and give you some better episodes, a bit more information on some people in some cool parts of
Across all motorsports, really.
all
Yeah.
sorts of sports generally. Yeah,
We've had a couple of people, a couple of pretty cool people, jump up as possible interviews, but
yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going to mention.
We'll
them
li-
until we
we'll
actually
line
get
some
someone
people
on,
up.
but yeah,
we won't be mentioning it until the day.
yeah.
You'll know when it comes out, when the app comes out.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
No, it's going to be pretty cool.
make sure you
Oh, that
all.
was a few beers deep. That one.
Lucky you're not driving.
Yeah.
All right. Make
Um,
sure you all like, subscribe, download, do all that.
And rate the
All that
Spotify too. 5 stars.
Yeah, get on there, rate it.
Yeah, nothing less than 5 stars. Come on.
Yeah,
We are the best.
and you know what you can do for us this week, just to help us spread the word. If all of yous that are actually listening, all 3 of yous, tell one of your mates to listen and make them listen. Just like pin them down and say, "Fucking listen to this."
Just grab their podcast app and just go, hit follow.
Yeah, make them subscribe. Do all the stuff. It'll help us spread the stuff around and get more better content for you guys, and yeah, get it out there. So
Yep.
make sure you do all the stuff, press all the buttons, and yeah. Alrighty,
Righto. Catch
for
us
now.
later.
see you later.